and welcome back to my channel. So this is another video on graphology, and we all know that graphology is understanding a person with the help of handwriting. Well, the goal of making this video is to help you track your daily emotions, feelings, and become more self-aware, and also help others improve their personality. Well, by looking at the handwriting, we can get to know about the relationship of the person, the finances of the person, self image, and also the compatibility of a person, communication skills, and also the confidence of the person. Overall, we can understand the person's personality. Here in this video, I would like to explain the three zones. The three zones represent different parts of the body, or I can say major parts of the body. So, the upper zone represents the head, the middle zone represents the torso, and the lower zone represents the physical or the materialistic aspect of the person, and also the sexual aspect of the person. Let us understand in detail. The upper zone, it includes the letters I's, T's, and B's. Now, if these letters are dominant in a person's handwriting, it means the person is intellectual or philosophical. The middle zone, on the other hand, includes the letters A, E, I, O, and U. Now, if the central area is dominant, these people they take decisions emotionally because the heart is located in the middle zone. The lower zone consists of the letters that drop below the lower line, such as the Y's, G's, Q's, P's, and J's. Now, if the lower zone is most dominant in a person's handwriting, means that these people they are very physical person. I mean, like they are very materialistic and they have a big sexual appetite. Now, remember that whenever we analyze a handwriting, just don't look at only one aspect. We have to look at the entire handwriting sample. Because if you just look at one side of the aspect, you're going to go wrong in the reading. Now, these are some more parameters through which we can understand a person's personality. Now, the slant in a writing shows the emotional aspect of a person. The zones tells about the physical nature and the philosophical nature. The individual letter tells about the individual traits. The pressure on the paper tells the intensity of the emotions. The margins and the spacing also tells about the social boundaries. The baselines tells about the moods. The size and the details tells about the ego, strength, attitudes towards the self-image, self-esteem, and the power of concentration. In the previous video, we have already understood about a couple of letters like Y, T, I, O, and S. And today we will understand letter D. Now, the stem of the letter D, if it is high, like this in the picture, and it is retraced like this, means these people they have pride and dignity and they are independent. They will not show any hurt feelings. Now, the stem of the letter D, if it is low like this in the picture and it is retraced like this, means these people they're shrewd, they're independent, and they're modest and they have a good judgment skills. Now, the letter D, which has wide loop like this in this particular example. Now, these people they're very touchy and they're vulnerable to both criticism and flattery. The next letter, which you can see in this picture, the stem makes a tall, wide loop like this. Now, these people, they're very arrogant and they are hypersensitive to criticism. Now, the stem, tall, wide loop with a point at the top means now these people, they are often immature and neurotic about their self image. Now, let us understand the letter G. Now, letter G without an oval, that which you can see in this image, there is no oval over here. Okay, so now these people they have exaggerated instincts. They talk a lot but practice little. and they have sexual life without affection. And on the other hand, in the next image, if the oval is small and the loop is thick, means these people they are shy or selfish and they do not express affection. You know, they do not have any desire of sexual adventure. All right, so have you ever seen people writing G like this in this image? Now, it has big oval and smaller lower lobe. Now, these people they have great sensuality and affection, but they lack sexual life. They possess few conditions of lover, means they have some conditions before falling into any relationship, and they are also lazy. On the other hand, if you find G with a very big oval and atrophied lower lobe, now these people they have this sexual abstinence. They do not have any sexual relationship because they lack opportunities. Now, if somebody writes G like this with an open loop in this image, like this, now these people they are very, very, very talkative. They are unable to keep any secret. Now, on the other hand, closed oval like this means these people they reserve intimacy. They do not express confidence at all. Now, have you ever seen people writing G like this, wherein the oval separates from the lower loop like this? Can you see this gap over here? All right. Now, these people they have a disassociated behavior. That means it separates the person from affection. People who have inflated lower loop like this in this picture, these people they are very passionate. They have this sexual desire. They enjoy sexual pleasure, good food and nice objects. Well, a triangular or double angle G like this. I've seen many people writing G like this. Now, these people, they have this denial of sexual thinking. They pretend to be modest. They have a mixed desire and rejection. They have this sexual dissatisfaction. On the other hand, if people who write G like this in this image, the lower loop it opens towards a following letter. Now these people they transform the sexual drive into creative activities. Now if it is too open, remember these people can be violent and sadistic. Now such kind of G is called as helix lower extension G. Now these people they are creative, they have good level of intelligence, they are very kind and gentle. Now on the other hand, the lower lobe towards the left, with an angle like this, like an angle like this in this image. Now, these people, their sexual energy can turn into violence. They can be aggressive in nature. Now, let us understand the letter M. Now, the image that you can see over here, it's called a school calligraphic sample of M. Now, these people, they're very submissive and passive in nature. And the M in the other image without an initial stroke. These people are shy in nature, they have some inhibitions in them. Now, can you see in this image the initial stroke of this M is over elevated here. Now, these people they are selfish in nature, they have excess of self esteem, they are very arrogant and proud. The same is applicable on this kind of M. Now, if a person writes the M with initial stroke like a spiral in this image means these people, they are possessive in nature, they're selfish, they are egocentric, and they have this hoarding kind of a tendency. They will always hoard all the emotions, feelings, and all. Now, if the initial stroke is in an angle, these people, they have, the decision energy is very high. They have ethical principles in them. They have severe super ego in them. Now, if the initial stroke, is in the inferior zone like this, now these people, they are narcissist. They have pride in them. On the other hand, the M written like this, which means it is a regressive final stroke here at the end. These people, they have this hoarding tendency. They are selfish, they are materialistic. Now, M with curved at the top, angled at the bottom. You know, it's like curved at the top and angled at the bottom. Now, these people, they are very firm in character. They are rigorous. They are an acute observer. They have the ability of concentration. Now, the next letter in this image means curved at the bottom and angled at the top. Can you see this? This is curved and this is angled. They will unite with sweetness and expansion in the realization of projects. They have this energy as well as they are very adaptive. So this is all for this video. In the next video, I will come up with some other letters and its attributes.